Entropy finds its way into literally every system you might imagine. It's not just physical systems whereby if you have some kind of physical object out there, it'll get corroded over time due to nature, like the forces of nature, like the rain, the wind, um, or just other creatures in general. It's not just like maybe the systems in your business where it's just like if you leave your salespeople to do things by themselves, then they might end up like messing up over time, and they don't correct their mistakes. They're just in there for the paycheck, and if you don't constantly like maintain them, your business will start losing revenue over time. In the same way, like if the principle of entropy is any system that doesn't put in energy to maintain itself will get corroded over time, then you have to think of your identity as a system. The only reason you are who you are is because you put in energy to maintain who you are, and the only reason you're not who you actually could be or who you actually want to be is because you're not putting enough energy to actually maintain that either. um, I'll make it a point, like it's a very simple point. um, there was a time back then where I just I guess I guess it's like I'm starting to see that exact same principle creep in now, where it's just like I'm working with these really, I guess you could say, um, they do like really big things in the industry, digital marketing, whatever. I'm actually not allowed to talk too much about it since I signed an NDA, but but yeah, they're doing some really cool stuff. And I'm fulfilling for them. Of course, I think I've said this in a previous video. Not important, right? What is important is the fact that I have to be a certain type of person when I'm working with them, and that certain type of person is not really who I actually want to be, right? Like, I don't want to be this type of person who is, basically like attending meetings every day or um, getting assigned tasks or whatever. I want to be the person who's actually assigning the tasks. um, and I feel like this is not as if I'm looking down on anyone or anything. I just want more leverage. I just want more leverage in my business. I feel like everything in life is just a matter of getting more leverage. If you don't have results you want, it's probably because you don't have the leverage that you need to get them. um, yeah, that's it. Really is that simple. I just want more leverage in my business, and that's why I'm applying myself in things that are way beyond my business. Like content is one leverage, uh, sort of one piece of leverage that I'm actually using. And I think, like, if I so you have to understand, right? This who I am, or who I want to be, this businessman, that is an identity. That is a system, right? The system is going to inform the way I act, the way I think, the way I approach problems, the way I see opportunities. If I don't maintain that, right? So, because like reality has this tendency of literally uh, creating resistance, in any way, right? It'll resist. Um, you tell yourself you want to go there, reality will be like no, but like we remember you as this, so you kind of have to be this. And as much as you'll keep like shifting every probable state you could be in, the shifts will always be like really small. So like when I look back to who I was a year ago, right, the shift is really tiny. Like it's really tiny. That's how I feel anyway. But like that's only because I'm measuring it relative to the shift I actually want to make, which is like the shift based on who I am going to be in like 19 years. Um, time, yeah, my time scales are a bit crazy, but that's exactly the point. Like if you're gonna play the game, you better play big. Okay, back to the point I was making. Um, the like this is identity that I want to maintain, and then this is identity that reality is trying to push me towards. Right, these two identities are different. Um, and in order for me to actually maintain this, I have to create, like I have to put energy into it. I have to literally, like, consciously, intentionally put energy into being this way. Right? Otherwise, reality will make me forget. It will keep pushing me towards this. And this is just a fact, right? But like as I said before, there is like all you have to do is just remember who you actually are, and that's this. Um, and the best way to actually remember, because memory is like really easy. You just have to create new memories, whether it's through imagination or through absorbing the ideas of people. I'm sorry if there's like a really interesting or really like bad sound right now. It seems like they're very busy outside. But anyway, the simplest, like I feel like the simplest way to really get this without even like trying is to just like absorb the ideas of the people you want to be like. It really is that simple. Ignore everyone you don't want to be like, and only take seriously the people you actually want to be like. I want to be like, I guess, a really big person right now is Nick Sarayev. He's a real inspiration for me, and he's genuinely like one of the main people. I've been watching his content for like years. No, actually, it's almost a year now, because that's probably like when I actually came across him. And he's a really like huge inspiration for me, especially the way he approaches problems. Like he really digs deep, and like um, I I want to be like him, so I just absorb a ton of his content. I want to be like Alex Hormozy, so I absorb his content as well. I want to be like Iman Kaji, so I absorb his content as well. And the funny thing about all of this is that like the the more ideas you absorb from people, the more you'll be like them. Um, which is why people tell you to like watch your friends, because like the people you hang out with, you tend to be like them. It's not like tending. It's you literally just become the people you hang around. Um, so to me, it's no surprise that I don't have friends. Um, like I try to make friends all the time, but something ends up happening. I just I end up sort of radiating too much of the passion I have for like the things I care about, and then that either weirds them out, or I notice that we're just not on the same path, and yeah, it is what it is. Like you have to be ruthless about every single second you have in life, because all you have is your time and your energy. I'll keep hopping on this because it really is true. No matter how I see it, all you have is your time and energy. You should be investing your time and your energy into maintaining the system that is the identity that you want to embody. Because if you don't maintain the system, entropy will come for it and it'll rip it apart, and then it will force you back into the person you don't want to become. I went somewhere yesterday. I went on a hike. Cape Town is really beautiful. Not just because it's like a really nice city with like just incredible architecture and I guess good people, but also like it's just like the nature and the environment is just incredible. So I went on a hike yesterday, Lion's Head. It's been quite a while since I went on a hike, but yeah, just climbing the mountain, and it wasn't actually a huge mountain or anything. It was like a 45-minute hike, up the mountain. And when I got to the top, and then I just looked around, oh my god, that was incredible. Just seeing the sea, just like the blue waves out there, and then the sun was like setting. Um, I had this boyish smile on my face, and like I realized at that moment that I want more moments like that, more moments where like I can just be in awe um, of how far I've come. Because like I was at the bottom of the mountain where like everything just was normal, and strived and made efforts, put in energy, put in my time. And then when I was at the top of the mountain, I looked around and I saw the sea, I saw the ocean, and it was beautiful. And I looked down below at the mountain, at the other people who were coming up or other people who were going down, and I couldn't help but like be like, yeah, you know, like I put in a bit of effort and I made it this far, and I should be proud of myself. And I think that's exactly what any intentional person, like anyone who's intentional about who they're trying to become, I think that's exactly the type of feeling that they should have. Right? You should be proud of the fact that you can maintain the system that is your identity. Um, and if you're not where you want to be, it's your fault because you're just not maintaining the system, or rather, the system you're maintaining is working against you. It's working against who you want to become. Right? Like you tell yourself, "Oh, I want to be this type of person," and then you just act against yourself. Like I noticed these things in myself as well, and I literally just have to like pull myself out of it. I have to be like, stop, like you don't have to do this. Like why the fuck are you doing this? um, like your time is valuable, so stop. um, I literally, yeah, I have someone right now um, messaging me trying to get me to help them on a project, and I hope it's not for free because I generally don't think that my time is like I don't want to do things for free, especially since I put in the time, I put in the energy to build all this knowledge, to build all this ability to actually do these types of things. And he did say he was going to pay me today, so I think that's exactly the type of energy you should be having about like anything, um, especially since this this thing that I have, it was just time and energy. So that's all it took for me to build it. So if you really think about it, since everyone is equally valuable, since everyone is constantly putting time and energy into being the person they are, then I don't think you should be trading your time for anything really, because time and energy is all you have. So if someone wants you to spend time and energy into something, then they should at least pay you, um, especially if it's like going to bring revenue for someone else. Don't trade your time and energy for anything. Um, don't don't be that person who just does things just to do things. Always do things so that you can gain time, you can gain energy. I went up that mountain and I felt good. I gained a bunch of energy from that. Um, and yeah, like I think I may have gone on a tangent, but like the meaning here is very simple. You need to find the time, find the energy, and then invest them into who you want to become. You need to build systems around your life that will give you time and give you energy so that you can keep investing more of it into this person that you want to become. And you just need to keep doing it. Otherwise, entropy will take over and it will start corroding at this thing. People will come into your life and they'll try to push you away from becoming who you want to become. Circumstances will change, and you'll be forced to take on roles that you don't want to take on. Um, you know, just to keep going, just to keep things going. But you don't have to stay in that role. You can just keep coming back here because you have the ability to take the time and energies that you have and just keep feeding them into this thing that you're building. Um, it's so crucial. It's what I'm doing, and I hope it's what you're going to be doing from now on. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you when I see you, which is probably next time.